Hey, I wanted to tell y'all about something. Y'all see these parts here? I got these in the mail. I bought them off of that eBay. And if you look there, what has happened is somebody took this off the engine and just painted on, just put this paint on it. And I mean, the head I got is even worse. I mean, I've had this thing since before Christmas, and it is, man, it is rough. Let me just tell you. Why in the world would you take and do that? Well, I mean, first of all, you're wasting, enough of that, you're wasting the paint is just a waste. And, you are painting on something that needs repairs. I mean, left and right, this head needs repairs. I mean, anywhere you look, there's something that you could do to it. And that's something else. Whenever you are repairing any part, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's this head or this bolt right here. I mean, if you're going to repair that bolt, there's a lot to be done to that bolt, and we are going to do that. There's just, something to be said about taking every single part and evaluating it as a individual piece, from cleaning it up to just metal, just everything, until the time that it is bolted on back onto the engine, whether it's a bolt that actually fastens something to the engine, or if it's a carburetor or a spring. I mean, something is to be said about an engine that goes into that depth with its rebuilding. So if you are painting over rust and grease, I mean, just do yourself a favor. Just save the can of paint and list the part as a part that is repairable. And if it's not repairable, just list it as a old junk part, and you won't have customers like me that actually, I mean, I got an okay deal because I bought other parts that were really cheap. But if I would have just bought this head, I would not be a happy buyer. I mean, I just wouldn't. I mean, you look at this, and I could see this in the picture, so I knew that it had the runs and it had been painted, but I never envisioned it having so much paint on it. I mean, that's a lot of paint on there. And then on top of that, these valves right here were put back into that head. Now, why would you even put that back into that head for any reason? For any. I mean, there's just no reason for that. I mean, that is not a usable valve. Not only is it wore way, way, way beyond. I mean, somebody has really done some work to that. They have faced that. I mean, whew. I cannot tell you, if you cannot see it, how worn that is. I mean, it is worn. And we're going to stick it in there, and I'm going to show you what else. Whenever you face a valve just till it can't be faced anymore, what you get is that. There is hardly no ridge on that. I mean, hardly none. And it's even worse over here on this side, because somebody has done wallered out the seat. I mean, it's just I would have never sold this head as a nice rebuildable repaired head. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, I am complaining pretty good about that, but it's just not a good head. I mean, don't even put them back in there. Get them out of there, and take a picture like that there. Just get up on it, and describe it about what it is. I mean, when you find heads that look like this one right here, and that's John Deere too, there's no excuse for putting paint on it. I would have rather received this head in the condition as, say, this one, just, you know, in its original condition. I mean, just rusty, dirty, and this one is a good one, real good. I mean, whew, probably the best one out of the bunch. Probably the best one out of the bunch. And what you want after you install new valves into your head there in your workshop is you want no play. We'll look at this one. No play at all up here in the front. If you move that back and forth like I'm doing, you want no play. I mean none. That's what you want. If you have play up here in your valves in any way, shape, form, the work that you do back here is for nothing. You can do all the work you want back here and even put new valves into the head. If it is worn in there to the point where it needs valve guides, you might as well stop there and source you some guides or pay for someone to put you some guides in it. That's just the way it is, guys. I mean, I do not have the tools to actually make that repair, you know, put valve guides on. But when I do that right there, I feel, you know, you can feel it. I mean, I could walk up to the engine and touch the valves and turn it over one time, and I can tell you that you know, whether or not it was done recently or it's an old repair. I mean, you can tell just by touching the engine. So there's no sense in putting it back together unless you just go ahead and take the time to do it. And even on top of that, and y'all see how far them are coming out there. I mean, some more. I'm just going to push this one in. I mean, they really, I mean, it's almost, I mean, there is no, at all, no movement in that. I mean, it's just a very tight fit. I believe this valve is a original valve that would have came in that John Deere head there. It's a one-piece valve, maybe pressed in there, I don't know.